be a good topic for us to kind of break down that question from that email. Amen.
Good morning.
Well, I think first of all, the word repentance needs.
So, today is Inauguration Day, and I'm off today. I'm headed home. My kids are at home, and we live in Central Georgia. I don't know why, but it is literally 20 degrees outside, and it says it feels like 16. I'm supposed to be getting on a plane tomorrow to go to Keystone, Colorado, to go snow skiing. I've never been to Colorado ever. At home, I'm literally praying that the pipes on my pool don't freeze. I have insulated them. I've got a heater running against my filter. Trying to figure out how to get my pump to run. And I think I'm just gonna take the. I think I'm just gonna pull the timer all together and have it run 24/7 for the next week. If it warms up, I may get a buddy of mine to come over and turn the timer back on so that it's not running 24/7. But I don't know. So let's talk about inauguration for a second. People are up in arms about politics all over the nation. This whole my president, your president, my people, your people, my group, your group. I don't mind talking about politics. I'm man enough to be honest about my positions. I haven't loved a presidential candidate really as an adult at all. I have been more pro for some candidates and more not so, thrilled about other candidates. For anybody that comments, I'll be happy to answer, any questions. I am overall excited by Inauguration Day. Not because Trump is gonna go in there and fix stuff. Not because, not because the outgoing president is done, and if you haven't traveled to third world countries, if you haven't been in places where the peaceful transition of power happens, then a little part of me feels like it's not inappropriate to tell you to sit down and shut up when it comes to, you're griping about politics and policy and all that crap. Now, I will happily be willing to change the topic a little bit and dip my toe into the is it all ran by money topic, because money makes the world go around. Duh, everybody knows that. But there are freedoms that only Americans understand, and sadly, more and more and more, those freedoms are allowed to slip away. But what excites me is that America still honors the peaceful transition of power. you may absolutely love that Trump's got 4 more years, and you may absolutely love the end of that 4 years. This young Vance guy, it's got a really good looking beard and is able to give a good speech, and I think he was a Marine, like hoorah and all that crap. Great. You may hate it. You may absolutely freaking hate it, and you're like, it was stolen from Kamala, whatever. Here's the thing. It's 4 years. It's 4 years. I can't remember. Okay, so let's see. In my lifetime, when I was born, Carter was leaving. Then I had 8 years of Reagan, 4 years of the first Bush. Then I had 8 years of Bill Clinton, and then I had 8 years of the second Bush, and then I had 8 years of Obama, and then I had 4 years of Trump, and then I had 4 years of Biden, and I'm fixing to start my second round with Trump. I literally lost count. I don't remember how many presidents I've had. But you know what? Exactly none of those presidents have directly impacted my life on a day-to-day basis. Now, some of those presidents, or let me say it this way, some of those administrations have impacted my retirement plans. I can point to an administration, and I can point to good, strong growth in my retirement plan, and I can point to another administration, and I can show you that dips and slowness, happen during those administrations. So, I mean, if you want to look at something that's not emotional, if you want to look at something that's like, you can't be mad about it, and you can't be like, oh, you're just talking smack because of blah. No, I look at the numbers. Look at if you have a retirement plan, regardless of what side you're on, go look at your retirement plan. When it was growing, who was in? When it was not growing, who was in? And that dips my toe back into money makes the world go round. Travel, go get your butt, take your pink hair, or take your ultra-conservative bad attitude, and go travel. Go live in a country where an 8-year-old kid has to sit on the side of a highway, and the only chair he's got is a gas can, and he's literally 8-year-old sitting on a gas can on the side of the highway, hoping to sell the gas in that can so that when he gets home at night, his dad will allow him, a meal. Go live in a country where a kid was doing some work. A child was doing some work in the orchard, in the mangrove field, or whatever it was, the banana field. It was banana field. That was El Salvador. This kid was in a banana field working in El Salvador, and a machete hit him in the back of the foot and sliced his foot. Well, I mean, God, it was gross. So it had separated a portion of the heel from the bottom of his foot, and he was running around and hopping and trying to keep up with his kids, and he was trying to play, and our medic was like, "Hey, Sergeant, can I take a look at that kid? Can I see if I can help him?" And Sergeant Febo was like, and Sergeant Febo was a cool dude. He was a Puerto Rican guy, and he goes, "Yeah, why not? You got nothing else to do." And because the medic was at the construction site there in El Salvador, and she was like, "There's a hurt kid. Can I help?" And Sergeant Febo was like, "You dang right you can." And so this kid, she gets him to come over, and Sergeant Febo, he starts speaking Spanish to the kid, and somebody else starts speaking Spanish to the kid, and I'm trying to keep up. I don't know hardly no Spanish, and he had got his foot cut by a machete when he was doing work, and this kid he's maybe 10, and if he'd have been in America, he'd have went straight to a hospital where a well-trained doctor would have stitched the bottom of his foot back onto his foot. This kid was running around a construction site where we were giving away candy and MREs with an old bread bag tied around the bottom of his foot where it had been half cut off. It was sad. It was super, but it was also kind of inspirational a little bit, because this kid was tough. He was like, "Dadgummit, I ain't gonna miss out. I ain't gonna miss out on them MREs and that candy. And I ain't gonna miss out." we were teaching him how to build MRE heater bottle rockets, which I probably shouldn't tell y'all about, but it's good times. And so she gets a hold of that kid, that medic does, and she starts doctoring them together. And man, it was good. I saw that kid a couple days later. He was walking better, so thank God for that. But you live in America and you gripe about policy. You should gripe about policy. It is your right as an American to be involved in the political system. But you should be happy that there is a peaceful transition of power. And you should be happy that you don't live in a country where the colonel of the military in the section of the city or country that you live in doesn't point to the big mansion on the hill and tell the soldiers from a foreign nation that are there to teach them, that are there to do heavy equipment training and humanitarian work. That colonel from El Salvador, he looks at us and he points us this big mansion on the big hill, and he says, "That mansion over there, stay the hell away from it. That's where the drug lord lives, and if you go snooping around, you'll be dead, and your body will be thrown in the ocean, and we'll not even look for you because we're not crossing that guy." Yes, America has its problems. Yes, America has corruption, but at least they have to put on suits and go behind, close the doors, and it's not. We can stand up for ourselves. We can live healthy. We're comfortable enough to have these dumb arguments that we have. So yeah, if you don't like me telling you, if you haven't gotten out and done some traveling and seen how hard it is in other places, shut up. Shut up and go earn your gray. Shut up and go earn your wrinkles. And I'm saying that to both sides. If you are, I don't care what side you're on, if you are young, get your butt up and go out and do some real stuff. Go out and see what the other parts of the world really, truly live like. Go see what it's like to have to live your whole life with no indoor plumbing. Go see what it's like to have to live your life literally scraping through the trash heaps looking for salvageable material that you can sell so that you can try to get some bread that day. And once again, you don't believe me? Direct message me, send me a comment, ask me a specific question, I'll answer it. I've seen some stuff. the good-looking gray in this good-looking beard is well earned. I am very conservative on some things, and I'm also pretty stinking liberal on some things. And the reason that I'm there is because I have seen some things. I got some really, really good conservative friends that deeply disagree with me and my ideas about public school. I got some really, really good liberal friends that disagree with me on matters of morality. But you know what? All of them are able to have a really good, honest, God-honoring, legitimate, and respectful, sorry about that, conversation about how we disagree, about why we disagree, and all of us get to do it in a place where we have plenty of food, hot water, air conditioning, and we all have reliable services. None of us have to worry about if we get, our foot half cut off with a machete, can we go to the hospital? Every single one of us knows we can. America is worth working for, because there's a whole heap of places that are way less fortunate. And regardless of how you feel about Inauguration Day and about whether or not the guy being inaugurated is a jackwagon or a genius, and the guy who's going out is a jackwagon or a genius, because guess what? Both Biden and Trump have some days where they're jackwagons, and both Biden and Trump have some days where, and I ain't believing I'm saying this, have had some genius about them. Both of them have woke up in the morning hungry. Both of them have raised children. Both of them have been through divorces. Both of them have set goals and achieved those goals. Are they perfect? No. Do I like one more than the other? Yeah. Am I glad that both of them honored the peaceful exchange of authority? You're freaking absolutely right I am. So, I hope I have equally pissed off both sides, and I hope that if you bother to listen to this, you'll think about it, and you'll think that maybe being a bit more open-minded, that maybe wanting to look into why the other side views the world the way it does will be beneficial to you. Because when you are a middle-aged white man who's lived in your middle-aged white bubble your whole life, and you have the opportunity to build a friendship with a millennial African-American lesbian who is one of the hardest workers you ever met, and then you can ask her, why are you concerned with the outcome of the election? What are your thoughts on what could happen? What are your fears? And honestly, just learn from that. And because, hey, the two most important women in my life are my wife and my daughter. And they have to live in the same world as all the other women. Well, they have to live in the same America as all the other women in America. So if someone that's very, very different from me has concerns, and I learn about those concerns, then I'm learning about something that can impact my wife and my daughter. So, if you haven't earned your wrinkles, and you haven't earned your gray, and you're whining and complaining about the inauguration, regardless of because it's somebody leaving or somebody coming in, shut up, go learn some stuff, go do some stuff, and be happy that you live in a place that in 4 years you can fully expect someone else is going to get a turn to either screw it up or make it better. Hey, and you know what? Y'all be safe.